Hello. Here we have a video demonstration of some sort of special details about saving settings in qtVlm, and especially going to be demonstrating that with instrument setup settings, or the meters, these meters. And this is an example we're using. This is actually real data from the Newport to Bermuda race 2024. And so we have the meters that says reading the data, and it takes a while to set up these meters. And then remember how these work. You can have, like, when you do a short press on here, you get because look, the current only shows the speed, but if you have a short press, you can then see a meter that shows both the direction and the speed of the current that's being measured at the time. And the current is the difference between the cog and sog and the course and speed through the water. That's the current being measured from these data that we take here, that we measure from the boat. And so forth. You can then have a long press. A long press will make a graph of the data like that, and long press shuts it off. So you can set these things up, and it takes a while to do that. And then after we set that up, we want to for sure save it. And now I want to look at some special details about saving this and being able to reload it back when I want it a later time, because it could well be that with different circumstances you want different meter configurations, different emphasis. Oh look, I don't have any. This is course and distance to the mark. Let me just say that this guy wants to go here. I'm right clicking, mark to the waypoint, like that. And then okay. So now it's telling the course and distance to this waypoint and the speed that in other words, we're heading this way, but it's now measuring the speed getting there and so forth. So we have all the nice instruments we can look at. Now, to save these, I should also mention, there's another video about instruments, a basic introduction to instruments and how you set them up and so forth. And I'll put a link to that here. This is basically a follow-up, hopefully short follow-up to that more detailed one about how you set up instruments and what the various options are and so forth. But here, once we've done this, and also let me interrupt this myself and with another note. Anytime with any ECS, electronic charting system, navigation app, no matter which one we're using, no matter any navigation app in the world that exists, whenever you spend a long time setting up, say, a long complex route, or setting up your design of your instruments, then at some point you want to just save it. You want to be sure that you save it, because you could have some kind of accident. All instruments can crash, or computers, whatever, Windows, whatever, can crash. So you want to be sure that if something crashes accidentally, you don't lose all your work. So normally the safest way to do that is just close the program and open it. That automatically saves everything. But there are also intermediate ways, but that's really the safest way to save everything. Just close it, reopen it. But okay, but now let's look at this. And we go up there. There are options like Command S, which saves a lot of things, but that does not save your instrument configurations. What we want to do is go up here, and I'm on a Mac, but a PC is essentially the same. I go to I go to qtVlm, and then say export data. Export data. Now you see you have all these options of ways you want to export things. And sure enough, here's what we want. We want for now just this one. So I can do that, or I could save just the polars, or I could save everything and so forth. But the idea is to have some controlled way to just reload the instrument configuration without changing anything else in the program, right? Just the instruments. So we want to save the instruments only. So you say OK. Now, it tells you what it did. It went into the root folder and made a file called qtVlm export.zip. And it says you can copy it to another program and install it and so forth. And that's what we want to do. And so, but here's the subtlety we have to keep in mind. Let's look at that. I think I have this one here. Yeah, here it is. And sure enough, okay, wait a minute, date added. So here's the file it made right there. But here's basically the main thrust of what I'm talking about in this video. Every time you do that, it creates that file called qtVlm export.zip. And then do it again, it's going to write right over the top of whatever was there. So what we need to do is something like this. I could go in here and rename that. I'm just going to rename it. I'm going to call it instruments, INSRUMEN, instruments dash, I'm going to call this 3 just for the sake of it right now. It's instruments configuration 3. And I could just leave it right here, or I could move that. I can just take that file. I'm going to put it in this transfers, because this transfer folder is one that all my computers look at. So if I have qtVlm one place or another, I can always come back and get it. So that is so now I can reload those instruments. But let me just show you the value of that. Suppose, for example, I'm qtVlm configuration, and I'm in instruments, and I've done all my work and set these all up, and I can change the size here, and let's say I'm kind of new to the program. I've done all that work, I've set this up, and I don't know exactly what does reset mean. And so I just accidentally hit reset, and there. So I have now done something I regret. I regret this, because look what's happened. I have all my meters, sure enough, but they're not where I want them, and they don't have the display and one thing or another. So now, though, what I can do is I'll just go here and say qtVlm import data, import qtVlm data. Now I can go here to transfers, and here's the thing I made, instruments 3, right? I can now see I'm finding this from a totally different folder, right? Instruments 3, and say open. And look at that. Now I have back what I wanted, what I want. So I have my instruments there. You could do other things like we're using in our course. We do this in our course, and it's a training tool, and so we're actually running in a training mode. But suppose I want to deactivate the training mode and go back to the main base program, which is like this. But the main base program, if I look at the instruments, they're down here like that. But suppose I made all this nice work in the training program, training mode, and I want to now put it in my real, I'm going to use the deactivated. This is going to be what I go out on the, oh, it's too big. Hang on just a minute. Hang on just a minute. The thing comes back to the right side. Okay, so let me now go say what I did. So see here, the instruments are here in the base mode. That's the way, that's the standard, this is a standard base mode for the computer. But now I want to take advantage of the fact that in my training, I set up a beautiful set of instruments that I like, or one, and I can load those, and I would do it the same way. I would go qtVlm, import data, and I'm going to go back to the transfers and get this 3, say OK. And now when I turn on the instruments, I have this set that I like. So you see over here. And then if I go back and say, now I want to go back to training, let's see, I want to reactivate the training mode. So I'm in the training mode. You see, like that and so forth. But then when I go back, training mode, deactivate to get back to my other one, and I have the instruments. Oh, it always, okay, well, that's a bigger size. So you have to, that's another issue I'm not talking about right now. But so there you go. So that's the whole point. And it could well be that you might want to use this for other features up here. You could say when you do qtVlm export data, see there's what your choices are, and your POIs, your boat, the GRIBs. You could use it, for example, you may want to just build up a long over time, you build up an archive of marks that you use for various things, for various races or various routes or cruising or one thing or another. You have a whole set of archives, and you want that archive or that set of marks to be shared with all your maybe your boat. You have a laptop you use on the boat, or you have a computer at home, one thing or you have it on your phone. Your phone, your iPad, something. You can then share these setups within all those instruments for your instruments and so forth. Okay, so that's the point I wanted to make with this. Thank you.